All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, all these good things. We're going to do a quick tutorial on how I learned how to snipe better. I guess would be the best way to put it. It's not rocket science. It's not some kind of magical or mystical beast. However, I will tell you that it really is heavily reliant on, or at least for me it was, the struggle of getting the weapon through some of the levels. My car 98, missed them, and I need. I got to level 50. I've actually got it pretty decent. There are still some attachments that I like to have on it, but for the most part, what I'm going to do is just kind of give you a quick overview, real quick, about sniping with the car 98. Or at least sniping in general. It's going to be not really dependent on anything specific, what weapon or whatever. I'm actually kind of waiting here for my munitions box to respawn. So the one thing that I have learned that has helped me the most is when you're sniping, kind of get a general sight picture of what you're looking at, and do a there's no here. And do a quick memorization of what it is you're looking at, where potential targets would be. And what I mean by that is, here's one. Yep, he's right there. So what I do is I'll poke my head up, and I know that my target is probably right about there, or was. Looks like so what I would do is I would do a quick peek, see where he's at, quick see where he's at, and I try not to peek from the same. Sorry. Yeah, there's you. Let's use this. And you see what I did? I saw his glint. I turned to get a general, what I call sight picture, because I know that the balcony is right through here, or would be right around here. So the ridge line of that roof kind of goes this way. So do a quick peek, get a sight line of, see, like right here. If you notice, my crosshairs, if I stand up, are pretty much exactly where I put them. Right? So if you can do a generalized sight picture, it's going to help you fight here.
Alpha's free to move. Alpha's almost reached
the there he is. Missed him. Yeah, got him. So that's the first thing I really kind of tell myself is do a quick peek. And don't always peek from the same area. If you're going to take a shot, do a quick peek and then do your shot. If you're going to do a quick peek, see if he's there, then move. Because what that'll help you do is they're expecting you to keep peeping the same area. But for me, the good thing is I always try to shit. I always try.
Alpha's retreating.
Sorry.
An escort.
There he is. Missed him.
Alpha needs help.
Missed him. See, I kept peeking through the same area. Oh, okay. So he was pushing me through the wall. That's okay. And you're going to run into that. You're just. He was filling me through the wall. There's not much I can do. Derek, what's up, dude? So all this stuff is not probably, it may or may not be useful to you, right? But what I try to do is I always try to kind of get in a position where I have cover for the majority of my sides, or what I've started to do, I should say. Because I don't want to get sniped in the side, I don't want to snipe in the back, I don't want to pretty much. Derek, 211 with the subs! Is that my friend? Like, this is not a position, maybe over here. So, because there's not too many people back for me. People ask about the fire station. It's not right. The fire station, a lot of people are hiding out camping there. My recommendation, if you're new to sniping, don't get in the. See, there's somebody in there. Missed him. Got him. And what you noticed I did there, it's called a drag snipe. And it's a little bit harder to echo. Really?
Bravo's
I don't have
retreating.
any effects on. Is it? Shit, I don't know what's causing it. Check. It might be from the game. I've got, which is weird because I got the game shit turned down. Hold on a second.
Bravo's retreating.
Let me get out of it. I won't talk. I'll see if I can. Oh, shit. Oh. And if you guys know, like tracker, just because I like tracker specifically for this.
Bravo's moving forward. Bravo's moving forward.
Looks like there's
20
shit
seconds
going on there. Oop. I saw you. So what that right there is it's called a drag. It's hard to explain when you see a target. What I do, I always try to get the majority of the sight picture where his torso is going to be.
The payload
See if I
didn't
can-
make it in time.
It's not
The enemy's
it.
reinforcements are
It
arriving.
is because I got the sound is in the game too, and I tried to turn it off. Let me try to fix this real quick, guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some Crown and a string. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, smugs, cups, hats, the works. Yeah,
So let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some Crown and a drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King. Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some Crown and a string. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, smugs, cups, hats, the works. Yeah.
So let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some Crown and a drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King. Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some Crown and a string. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, smugs, cups, hats, the works. Yeah.
So let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some Crown and a drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King. Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some Crown and a string. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, smugs, cups, hats, the works. Yeah.
So let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some Crown and a drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King. Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some crown in this drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, mugs, cups, hats, the works.
Yeah, so let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some crown in this drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King. Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some crown in this drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his PC. Politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his shirt. He's got merch, stickers, mugs, cups, hats, the works.
Yeah, so let's roll up a marijuana joint and give me some.
Okay, so I'm going to try this again. Like my pink snipey. So this is the Car 98. It's level 50 at the moment. So the couple things I've already talked about. Haha, did I get the echo fixed? So there's a guy. The next thing I kind of learned is how to, there's a dude. I can see his head. Oh, there he is. It's a drag, and it's hard for me to explain. It's hard for me to explain talking about it. It's weird. It's really trying to talk about and explain it is, and showing you two different things. It's called, they call it a drag, but the problem with it is it's more of a, like, there's a guy right there. I'm going to try. Oh, they killed him. Basically, what you do is you drag your crosshairs across the player, and you're going to notice that there's a bit of a reaction in your crosshairs. For controller players, it slows down. For me, what I do is I start to drag it across the area of the body, and I try not to do headshots because in sniper school it's actually aim small, miss small, aim big, miss big. So what that means is if you aim for a chest, you have a much wider area to hit, whereas if you aim for a head, you have a much smaller area to hit. So what I started to do was I just started practicing chest shots. So I'm not a professional sniper, but what I can say is this has helped me profusely just sniping. I aim for the chest, I do a drag once I know that I'm like that. That's probably the best one I could show you, is I knew I was close to his chest. So you're gonna have to wait a minute until my shit comes up. Anywho, drag it across the target you're trying to hit. Yeah, they're still over there fighting. For me, it's a couple things. I don't try to peek the same. I don't try to peek the same areas more than twice, like that, and then move. Mistake probably. Oh no, we're pushing to this. Actually good. But when I snipe, I really don't try to. And this is hard for a tutorial because I'm so caught up in what's going on. I should actually get into kind of like plunder where it's a little bit better. But for me, I have found the drag snipe works best because I'm not very good at doing this and mounting my shit. for this. Holding my breath. For me, what I do is when I drag, I push my hold breath and then shoot. Because standing there forever holding your breath, at least in my experience, is terrible.
Bravo can't advance because it's blocked.
I don't know how to shoot from. I need to try to get over here. Get some ammo.
Alpha can progress now that the obstacle is gone.
And a couple key points that I noticed too is, depending on what map you're on, there are always people, like right there.
Bravo's
That's all I
retreating.
said. That's me being dumb. But anyway, he's carrying almost the same load I got. Yeah, it's a little... I don't know. Anyway,
Bravo's retreating.
there's always going to be the same places people are going to go to snipe from. Usually the highest area, the most secluded, or such as fire station, such as the top of the cranes, crap like that. There's always going to be people up there, for the most part.
Be advised. Friendly
And if you're wondering why I'm running so fast, is because part of this, part of this actually gives you a catch-up speed. Because you're supposed to catch up to.
Get back
Oop,
in the
get up.
battle.
And what I like to do is find.
2 minutes before
There's a dude up
reinforcements
there.
arrive.
Missed him.
Bravo is pulling back. It
Missed him.
needs help.
Got him. Missed him. Fuck. I'm out of ammo. I think I might switch over to plunder so I can actually get some better vantage points. There's way too much shit going on for me to try to do this. Because it's hard to explain when you're actually trying to do it.
Bravo's moving backwards. Get over
I
there.
thought I saw a gun up there. I did. Haha. The bad thing is I'm going to get on here.
Return to the front immediately.
So I know this crane is here. That means the other crane where he was setting at is back over here someplace. So if I wanted to get myself into, it's back over
60
there,
seconds left.
to kind of get into position, I might be able to see him. Oh, there he is. So his head,
Alpha reached the checkpoint.
and you have to know what you're looking at.
We've retrieved
Because
the satellite
there,
base.
I know I saw just a little bit of his head because his glint was coming from this corner. And that's for me, when I do a drag, you saw me drag down, and then I paused for a second and shot, just because I was guessing that he was taking him. Luckily, I got a headshot. I need more ammo. But just a couple things that I guess you could take away from this, and me not being the best, somebody else is sniping over here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Yep.
Your team
You're wondering what
needs
I'm doing. I'm messing with them.
Obstacle's gone and Alpha's free to move. Your team needs you.
If you guys can hear the shots go, that's funny. While they're trying to shoot me through the fence. I'm gonna regret this. I'm sure there's somebody. I don't know if that's up mine, guys. Oh, hey.
Friendly UAV overhead.
And that for me was the drag. I did a quick peek up, saw I was there, started to drag over to him. Once I felt comfortable that my crosshairs was over him, because guys, I'm going to tell you, I don't focus on where my crosshairs are. I focus on I focus when the first line inside the circle gets them. After that, I don't pay attention. Oh, there it is. I deserve that. So this
Bravo's
dude,
falling back because it needs an escort.
yeah, he was tracking me through the fence. That's what it is. I usually do a lot better when I'm not trying to describe what the hell I'm doing, but hey, it is what it is.
45 seconds left. Bravo's advancing. Protecting. Take out the enemies on Bravo.
Yep, he's still there.
Bravo is pulling back. It needs help. Friendly bomb drone activated. 20 seconds left.
And I like to do stuff like this, is like get in between.
Needs help. Bravo's retreating. 10 seconds
Get in
left.
between where people really most likely won't. There's a dude.
Bravo's moving back. Get over there.
Yay,
Payload
team!
escort failed. The enemy has been reinforced. Switching sides.
Good time. So what is up, chat? What's going on? Everything better. Hopefully my sound is a lot better. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Payload.
I shoot my deer in the head so I don't waste meat.
Satellite piece. We can't allow them to reach it before our
Hello?
reinforcements arrive.
Hello, 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 hello. Cool.
Take out the defenders around Bravo.
It's weird. Very weird. So here's my car 98. Oop, that's it. So there's a part of this map over here that a lot of people like. Yep, they do. There he is too. Missed him. See if I can get a good view. There's a lot of people. There's a dude. So you see how I've kind of pulled up to him and then just let the natural course of following him. I really don't have to worry about too much drag time or distance compensation because he's so close. He's probably maybe, what, 150 yards right there. This used to be a hot spot for people to come through. Because they're pushing over here and then they push back over here. There's the dude. Got him. Got him. Oh! I saw you drop down, bro. And I'm out of ammo.
Bravo can move now that the enemy removed our obstacle.
Back over here. There's a dude.
Take out the defenders around Bravo.
People were already shooting at him by the time I got my crosshairs on him.
Now that the enemy
And
removed our
guys, if you notice what I do,
Bravo,
I typically come up from the bottom because I'm maximizing where I'm hitting, and it's preferably the chest. At least for me, I know a lot of people's like, you know, you've got to go for the headshot. Not when I was not learning, and I do just fine. Obviously, you saw on here, I got a hit marker, broke his armor. And more than likely, if I was trying to aim for his head, I could have got an headshot with a direct kill. Just like that. You saw my drag, right? Hopefully that's the best example I can give you without really trying to. I saw him, I brought my scope up, and I drug across him. I drug at more of an angle. For me, what I do is I always try to maximize my potential for a hit. And maximizing my potential for a hit, at least in my aspect of this, is aiming for their chest. There's always people up here because they got to push this.
Be advised, friendly precision airstrike inbound.
And I try to move. There's a dude sniping there. I don't want to be near him because he's already drawing attention to himself. I see people shooting.
Alpha's on the move.
And what I also try to do, and guys, if you know most of this stuff, then just call me an idiot. But I try to.
Their payload got through the first checkpoint. Enemies retreat to satellite piece. We must defend the rest. Payload Bravo. Take out the
Stay right here.
around Bravo. Grab that item.
There's got to be somebody in that truck because if not, we'll be moving. There's me. Oh, shit. Same thing. Drug straight to him.
Bravo's advancing. Stop it.
Oh, hey. There's a dude. There he is. What the shit? Seriously?
I'm shot.
Locked straight on my fucking head. Okay, buddy. Yep. Can you guys still hear the music and the gameplay? Oop. I saw you. Boom! I don't understand why that guy was... See, like this guy, I told you about high ground, right? Their counter snipers are going to know there's a guy up here, or should. Just like I would expect it would be a guy on or around... I see shots. Oop. Where the fuck did that come from? Somebody's shooting. I'm going to try to push this. I think I saw somebody. Oop, there's a dude. Fuck, missed him. Missed him. I was way too early for that. So I know there is. Bro. Uh-huh. There's a dude. Nope. There's a dude. Got him. So the small drag is all you have to do. For me, sometimes I overcompensate and I overcorrect. Oh, there's a guy. Oop, I saw a twinkle. There's a lot of people. Yep, I see him. There was a lot of people back over here. But there's a dude. He's in the back of this truck. Fuck. Oh. Is he still there? Oop, there's a guy. I don't see shit. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's in a... All right, buddy. I saw a twinkle. Yep. Fuck. Oop, I saw it. Missed him. Fuck. Oop, don't want to do that. Come on. Cracked him. Got him. See, and it's hard. It's hard to explain. I can, but I just try to adjust it. It's hard to explain it's hard to do while I'm explaining it. The quiche of it is, or the niche of there's a dude. Yep, there's one.
Keep hitting them hard.
And I just got so accustomed to dragging to the target instead of trying to just aim in and zoom in and just like that. It was a lucky ass shot, but fucking woo! Woo! like I said, guys, it isn't. This is more of a tutorial, or at least an instruction for people that are very novice at sniping, like me. I've only been doing it for probably 2 months solid, but I finally got the weapons to where I want them to be. There's a couple things. I always try to remember a sight picture, where the guy was at, what the area, or what the, if I duck, I try to keep that a mental picture of that area as I'm looking, so I know when I stand up that I'm not going to be 4 feet over this way, or 5 feet over this way, but I'm going to be within a 1 or 2 foot area of where I first saw him or her, and at least it'll give me a quicker reaction time. Now, what I'm trying to get better at is flicking. I can't flick yet. I still drag. And you notice some of them are slow, some of them are fast. But I'm getting more comfortable with timing it. And really, for me, that's what it comes down to. I'm not focusing so much on where the actual cross or sight picture is, but more so on when that first line makes contact with them. Then I know within a matter of a 1 count or 2 count, I know I need to pull the trigger. Yeah, the 3D Trader, absolutely 3D Trader. I've watched that. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm still terrible at the flicking, so it's cool. If you guys are looking at sniping and being more proficient at it, yeah, it's on Steam. I think it was free at one point. Am I right? Anywho, hopefully that gives you guys at least a better idea, or gives you maybe some tips or some tricks that you might not. Oh, it's still pretty cool. That you might not be familiar with, or might not already be using. Is it perfect? No. But there are some things that I will say will help you. Don't keep peeking the same corners. Always try to keep a mental picture of when you did your peek, keep a mental picture, and at least, if you notice, I automatically start to adjust my sight or the level of my barrel. So when I know I stand up, that it's going to be at least close to the target that I did my peek on. Just my stream, but I forgot the Warzone. I don't have that installed. Yeah, this is on Warzone, but this is actually pretty fun. It's payload.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Get your damn fire! Got him.
And guys, this weapon right here, there is a loadout. There is a loadout page for like some of the new stuff. I will post it in my chat. That every so I saw somebody.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
There he is. See what I mean? It's damn it. For me, I've got so accustomed to dragging.
Enemy soldier incoming.
And I use my own body with me. Like I'll keep like that. Just a heads up. Chief, yeah, I saw that. There it is. Boom! See how I kind of adjusted with my barrel as I was coming back down the steps. I noticed that I was below him, so as I started to walk past or go further down, I immediately readjusted to go back up past him. Is that the best way to do it? No, it's not. But it works for me, and hopefully you can find something that works for you. Same thing there. When I was going up and down the stairs, I kind of kept the sight picture in my mind of where that sign and that beam was. And I know that he was right below that beam. Once again, don't always choose the most obvious places to snipe from. AKA, and I'll show you. You get up in this tower, you're probably going to get your ass shot off. Because everybody and their brother is going to expect somebody. And I'm doing this for posterity, for a teachable moment. Every sniper on that team is going to start pinging at me. I'm not even going to pull out my sniper rifle to get the glint. Oh, they're going to prove me wrong. How about this? There.
Bravo's advancing.
Oh, see, there we go.
Eliminate the defenders
they're shooting at me.
Fire for them.
Now I'll pull out my
Defenders
sniper.
around Alpha.
Yeah. And this guy watches. He's following me. That's fun. And Kodiak, how do you know he's following you to the wall? Because he moved his, as he was moving back and forth, he actually moved his crosshairs to follow me back where I stepped behind the wall. That's how you know. And like I said, am I a pro? Absolutely not. These are just some of the things that work for me. I saw somebody jump over there. Hey, bud. And that right there, that's the perfect example. I didn't have to think about it. I'm not trying to talk about it. I saw the guy scoped in just above him. If you'd have watched it, and drug straight down to him.
2 minutes before reinforcements arrive.
And I'm actually breaking one of my rules here. There we go. And I'm switching sides.
Enemies retreat to satellite piece. We must
Got a good clear
defend the
picture.
rest. Alpha's moving forward. Kill the enemy around.
Should have shot. I should have shot. Nothing. Nothing.
Alpha's pulling back.
I'm out of fucking ammo. And kind of what I'm doing here is playing peekaboo, which is not. I do not like to play that game. I thought I saw somebody in there.
Enemies in the area.
Yeah, there's the door. X. No, fuck! I threw it too close to the. There we go.
Alpha's moving forward. Kill the enemy around it.
Get down. Somebody knows I'm here. A little shotgun whizzing by my head. So this is gonna be fun. He's over there. That right there is perfect. Good. I got him though. You couldn't save your friend, homie.
Their payload got through the first checkpoint. Enemies retreat to satellite piece. We must defend the rest. Alpha's moving forward. Kill the enemy around it.
Oh, so here, if you guys ever play this map, I'm going to give you the most absurd place to snipe from because it's a bit ridiculous. Come over here, climb up on this glass balcony, and use this as your sniper's perch because it's going to come straight through here. They're going to push down through here, right? You can see the red line on my map is where they go. The funny part about this, they can't shoot you through this. I don't know if it's a glitch or it's something, it's a mistake, but you can stay up here as long as they don't have a clean headshot at you or a ground level shot from over here. They can't shoot through this glass. So that's your tidbit from Kodiak for today. And I bet you there's going to be a dude in the car.
They're targeting me. Stop Alpha before it reaches the second checkpoint. Enemy UAV overhead.
And, oh, by the way, you can't use these. They are completely useless. The ropes and stuff are useless in this
Alpha's falling back.
this version of the game. Oh, reload, not.
Stop Alpha before it reaches the second checkpoint. 2 minutes before reinforcements arrive.
So if I was to, oh,
Bravo is no longer blocked and can move
he's
forward
right there.
again. Stop Alpha before it reaches
Missed
the
him.
second checkpoint. Friendly UAV overhead.
Missed him. I see the top of his head. And this is where, if you notice, it slowed down a lot. I'm getting better at using my DPI button. Just like that. I got a DPI button on the side of my mouse that will slow that down so you don't see this like that. Look, there's another dude up there. Yep. I see you. I see you. So he's about sight level. Oh shit. Oh!
30 seconds left.
So you're gonna tell me, okay. Oh, I see why. I'm not even close to being. I got him too! It was a double kill! Yee! I thought I fucking put that right on his head.
45 seconds left.
Eat a dick.
Stop Alpha before it reaches the second checkpoint.
And with targets that are farther away, the whole dragging across, the whole dragging across is
SMG here.
it doesn't quite work because
20
there's too
seconds
much
left.
too much room for
Friendly
error.
UAV overhead. 10 seconds left. Alpha can move. Stop Alpha before it reaches the second checkpoint. They got through the second checkpoint. Enemies recovered a satellite piece. We need to defend the rest. In the area. Alpha's on the move. Alpha's retreating. Pressure on them. Down.
This weapon, guys, I'm telling. Ooh. I fucking got to drop on me. That weapon is ridiculous. I mean, it's needle accurate. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit hard. And this is actually a little bit harder because I think there's an armor multiplier, so it actually takes a little bit more to penetrate the armor.
Destroyed our obstacle. Alpha can now advance. 60 seconds left. Friendly bomb drone active. Friendly position airstrike inbound.
Wait, who the fuck is this? Oh.
45 seconds left.
Fuck.
Alpha's pulling back.
And I follow tracers. If you haven't noticed that, if I see people firing, I kind of see where they're like. I know there's a dude up here
20
someplace.
seconds left.
Oh shit! That's what I get for not paying attention. And that guy was terrible too. I have to figure out what's going on with my sound. Maybe I got the game sound turned up too
Excellent
much.
work, team. We stalled the payloads long enough for our reinforcements to arrive.
But that's it. Hopefully that's a little bit of a help. Give you some ideas of how. Oh shit! I thought this was over. It's not. So what I'll do this round is I will try to not really talk as much, but yet you can see kind of how it's fluid when I do it, and I don't try to talk about it. And am I a pro at it? Absolutely not. I think the highest I've got on sniping in escort is
The satellite pieces have been located.
maybe
Collect as many as possible and
25.
escort them to our final destination.
Like, I know this map pretty well, so I know where I'm going to go. There's always people going to be up on these ridge lines. What I try to do is get beside this rock. See, like, there I see the sniper. Yep, there it is. one. I good shot. I tried to get on that side because I'm at a lower angle. I got covered from my left side.
Bravo's almost reached the first checkpoint.
So we'll get back into it. Over here.
Bravo's hit the checkpoint. We've retrieved the satellite.
Oh, yep, he's
piece.
back there. So I know that the ridge line's right here. That means the door is someplace like right there. Nope, I'm a little off. Right there. I moved too much, so I'm going to do a quick peek. So I know I'm a little off.
Bravo's moving
Missed.
forward. Defend it. Alpha's
That
hit the
dude.
checkpoint. We've retrieved the satellite piece.
Okay.
Bravo's moving forward. Defend
And that's
it.
why I typically don't like peeking the same side. But lessons learned, you know, I say that I don't do it, but I do it. Because sometimes I get focused in on, but will help you if you don't peek the same side multiple times. I'm going to go...
I'll take the gun.
Bravo is contested.
I saw somebody's... I saw somebody's firing at.
The obstacle has been destroyed. Alpha can move
Oh,
again.
that's who they were shooting at. Okay, makes sense.
Bravo is pulling back. He needs help.
I'll
Yes,
take the
ma'am.
gun.
Yeah, so just, you know, I'm not cheating. There's no speed boost. This dude's, we're just behind the escort. So they give you a catch-up speed for a little while. Once you get within like 100 yards of it, it's, oh, you know what I can do? I love this because they actually do, in this map, they give you plenty of opportunity to get on top of the buildings. They also give you plenty of opportunities to jump from building to building if I'm not an idiot and can show you how to do it. So here
Friendly UAV overhead.
to here. Oop, I saw a dude. And I love being over here because they spawn back over here.
Bravo's nearing the
So.
second checkpoint.
Where are they shooting at?
Bravo's blocked.
I swear I see gunfire. There's a dude.
They're targeting me.
Oop, there's another dude. I was a little too slow. There's a dude below me. I heard gunfire. Apparently that dude got him. And everybody tries to push this, so look this guy. And I know this isn't a, I'm not technically sniping, but
The obstacle is gone and Alpha's
take the
free to
gun.
move.
well, there was, okay. So somebody killed him. Where did it come from?
There's something
There you go.
blocking Bravo's path. Alpha reached the checkpoint.
And that's what I mean. It's so fluid when I do it, and it's hard to explain. You saw me come up from the bottom. I knew I was close, and boom, there's the shot. Oh, I saw that.
Bravo can't advance because it's blocked.
I know I saw it. Come on.
Friendly bomb drone activated. Bravo
Yeah, good job.
Alpha can move now. The obstacle has been destroyed.
Saw the dude, couldn't switch over in time. What I typically do there is I will camp the shit out of those stairs, just because that's where they come up. But with that guy being up there, I will check the rooftop. I can get on the building behind him, which is what I used to jump over there to begin with.
It needs an escort.
So that is exactly what I will do.
Forward. Take out the enemies on Bravo.
So that looks clear. Go back up to this one. That should give me a vantage point from the back side of this building. If there's anybody sniping, I should be able to see it. Yep, there's
Bravo's
dude.
falling back because it needs an escort.
There you are. You're over here now. Okay.
2 minutes before reinforcements arrive.
So, I mean, when I'm not thinking about it, when I'm not talking about it, boom, it becomes kind of second nature. Because I got my mouse in the right position, I know how far I've got to drag.
Protect it.
But the problem with that is, you know, guys, I'm not telling you to. That's
Bravo
not the
can't
preferred.
advance because it's blocked.
Somebody move over there. Thought I saw somebody. Maybe not. And what I love about this area is
The obstacle's gone and Bravo
they
is free to move.
will try to come back up on the ladder that's right
Take out the
there.
enemies on Bravo.
I knew I
60
saw
seconds
somebody. Where are you? There you are.
left. Bravo's retreating.
I don't want to, so I will move.
45 seconds left.
Boom! Just like that. I see him, I scope just a little above him, and I drag down to it. Whether it's I drag my mouse or I drag my body, which my body actually gives me a better response time. Because it's a little, I saw you get up there. Where'd you go?
Bravo's
saw you.
nearing the second checkpoint.
Up there.
Alpha can move now that the obstacle has been destroyed.
Oop, I see your arm.
20 seconds left.
I'll be gunner.
Woo! Bitches!
10 seconds left.
You're another person.
10
Yep, you're
seconds
back up there,
left.
aren't you?
We've completed Path A. A satellite piece has been recovered. Friendly UAV overhead. 2 minutes before reinforcements.
So now what I'm going to,
arrive.
if I can do this, I'm going to try to get another sight picture of the guy. Okay, he's right there. Missed him. Ah, somebody else got me.
Bravo's falling back because it needs an escort.
In their sight.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Okay, okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. I'm okay with that.
Falling back. It needs
Now that I know there's two people on that roof, hopefully I got enough time to get back over there, and we will do a little 1-for-1. We will trade it up, per se.
Bravo's hit the checkpoint. Satellite piece retrieved. Bravo's moving forward.
So I know I can get up
Bravo's
there
falling
through
back because it needs an
here.
escort.
Oop, shit. And we will go back to
I'll
doing
take
what
the
we were
gun.
doing. First, I'll see if I can see anybody.
Bravo's advancing. Protect
Yep.
it.
Got you there. Got you there.
Friendly bomb drone
Just when I
activated.
don't talk about it, I'm oh.
Be advised, friendly precision airstrike
There's something
overhead.
about me trying to describe what I'm doing instead of just doing it that hopefully you can see what I'm talking about when I say drag, whether it be by, like, here, I'll try to do it this way, right? If I'm trying to drag my body
Move now that the
or I'm
obstacle's
trying to
been
drag
destroyed.
my crosshair, or
60
sometimes
seconds
both.
left. Bravo's moving forward.
I got back up here. I could have swore I saw somebody back up here. Oh, it's my own dude right there.
45
And so, like,
seconds
Cody,
left.
how do you see these people? It's just something that I have been able to do Like that. I see him standing there.
Receiving hostile fire.
There's something blocking Bravo's power.
So we'll now do the roof-to-roof game.
20
And this is
seconds left.
the part of the roof I don't like because I'm exposed to everybody that's over there.
The obstacle's been removed.
I would, if I
Bravo
knew
can
I
now
was
cross.
doing rooftop to
10 seconds
rooftop
left.
snipering, I would probably stay
Bravo's
over
almost
here,
there. Push ahead.
but we're not. Got hung up in a tree.
Excellent
Even
work,
better.
team. We made it out with the satellite.
So there we go. Hopefully, hopefully I got a good moderator that will snap, clip some of those, you know, and like 23 just, well, okay, maybe 18 because I know I got some with my assault rifle. So, but not bad, right? Not bad for a guy that's only been sniping for maybe 2 months and not even on a regular basis. Okay, so let me do this. I'll be right back.
Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some crown in this drink. Cause I can't sleep, it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his piece. He politically correct, baby, but he's not peace.
Yeah, so let's roll up some marijuana joints and get me some crown in this drink. Cause I can't sleep,
yeah,
it's
so
2:30 in the morning and I'm watching Kodiak King.
Yeah, he got the addiction, that crystal meth amphetamine. He fight in the ring like Mike, no butterbean. He got the finesse, he two-scoop creatine. Squatting down every day is leg day. Then he sits down at his piece. He politically correct, baby, but he's not PC. Smelling like feces, I think he should change his
Oh, so there we go. I wanted to get on for a little bit. I actually worked late tonight, so I didn't feel tired, so I wanted to kind of wind myself down with a little snipe action. There's a couple key factors there, if you notice for me. Am I accurate? Yes, to a point, but if I'm trying to discuss it or talk about it, I'm all over the place. But if it's in the game flow and I'm kind of feeling it, you can see how easy the drag is, and you'll see when I push my button that it starts to slow my mouse down. Some of those I didn't push the mouse button on because I knew I was within that mill dot on the crosshair. Some of them you will see that I slowed it down. Just it's whatever works for you. I am by no means a pro sniper, but 23 snipes. We'll go with 18. That's not too bad for a guy that's only been doing it for a couple months. And I absolutely swore off sniping and tried to have my moderator, you guys don't know this, level one of my sniper rifles. But what I did was I started to level one up in plunder over by the storage containers. And there was a lot of people, so I really got a lot of practice, and it really helped me get the fluidness down of doing the drag snipe and kind of doing quick peeks and moving positions. The one thing that I can say, guys, it's a struggle. Well, thank you. Well, check this out. It's a struggle, specifically if you're somebody that hasn't. Yes, that's awesome. Nice, nice. I did, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So yes, I will admit that I tried to con my moderator into, you know, leveling a sniper for me. She did very well. I'm not going to say she didn't. Fragilitis. Like, sorry, I must have missed it in my chat. If you're still watching, hopefully you kind of liked a little bit of the chaos. Um, and we get some pointers for people that's just starting or trying to understand sniping. Because this sniping in this, nothing. I didn't con you into nothing. Exactly. Sniping for me was one of the hardest things that really to do in this game. It's different than even Battlefield. It's there's just a nuance to it that I really just didn't have the patience for until I decided I wanted to start to try. And once I kind of got the K Swiss or the Swiss K, whichever, up and maxed out, I realized that it actually does. There's a lot of benefits to the attachments. It does help with the sway. It does help with the aim down sight. It does help with keeping that mill dot and crosshair on target. So there's something to be said about the attachments and the bonuses that they factor in, because I'm going to tell you, and I tried this just as a theory. There is a lot of computation being done on the back end when you're sniping or even when you're aiming at a target. The attachments will actually, and I hate to say this because it's not the right term, the attachments actually act as almost like an aimbot-esque. So what I mean by that is, and I've proven this, that depending on what weapon, what attachments, and what you're trying to do with it, I deliberately had I got to a situation where I snuck up on some people, and I was probably 50 yards from them from behind, so they didn't even know it was there. The first person I realized as I was pulling, because if you guys notice, any time that I fire, I don't fire as soon as I'm on target. I start to fire, and it's just a habit from my Counter-Strike Go days or Counter-Strike original days, where I started to fire before I got to the target. It's something that stuck with me. I know it's terrible because your round count crap like that, but I still do it. You'll notice on almost any one of my kills, I don't fire when I'm on target. I fire as I'm getting to the target. One of the reasons I do that is because there's some indicators like the hit markers that once you're on target. So I'll fire until I see the hit markers are here, that and I don't move. I don't move my mouse anymore. So that's a little nuance for me that if you watch me long enough, you'll catch that I do. I'll start firing before the target and then stay on target. But what I noticed was I was, with the specific rifle, I started to fire, and I noticed it started hitting before I got close. Killed that guy. I was able to move up. So this is what I did. He was still firing downrange at somebody else. I deliberately put my crosshairs about, real life, probably a half inch to the right of his head. Pulled the trigger, I got a headshot. I'm like, that's got to be a fluke. There has to be something else going on. I thought maybe lag, maybe, and I'm like, no, because he didn't move. I didn't move my crosshairs. I pulled the trigger, but it still hit him. So with the same rifle, and I'll even show you what it is, if you guys are still watching. Weapons. It was it the Krig? I do believe it was the Krig. Yeah, it's Krig. It's the Krig with this build out, if you want to see it. I've got the agency suppressor, the 15-inch mil-spec barrel, no laser, 3x scope. Now this is the one that beams like it's nobody's business. However, the damage on it's not the best, so it actually does take a lot of rounds. We've got field agent grip, the Statting 60 round, and no rear grip. This is the build. This is the weapon I'm talking about. Whether it's broke, whether it's intended to, but all the multipliers and all the percentage bonuses or buffs that go into this weapon with these attachments, I'm telling you, is broke. At least in my opinion, broke, because you don't have to be 100% on target, or what I would say in a hitbox. Maybe tomorrow I'll see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about, because I do plan on at least streaming some tomorrow after I get off work. I will use this weapon, and you will start to see that I'm hitting targets when I'm not on them. When I'm close to them, yes, when I'm on them, obviously. But that's the point I'm trying to take. Whatever the benefits or bonuses or multipliers that these attachments give to this weapon, it makes it more accurate for people that aren't as accurate as they should be. Now, I don't know if that is something that it's across the board on Call of Duty, especially Warzone, because from what I understand, this is supposed to be a skill-based game. Granted, cheaters, hackers, whatever, but a standard player, novice, I wouldn't even say that I'm an expert. When I start to notice stuff like that, and oh, by the way, I noticed now this was season 3. I'll go back to it. I noticed this, and I thought that was wrong. Let's see if I still have that right here. The attachments for this weapon, this scope, the holoscope that basically, guys, if it still does, and I haven't used this in a while, you'll notice the red reticle inside that optic follows the target. So when you're firing, it should not fire. It shouldn't follow the target. It actually, in real life, the only way that you get a center sight picture with this type, which they call holoscopes or quick scopes or reticle scopes, red dot scopes, crap like that, is you actually have to have that sight centered on your vision, your sight picture. Because if you turn it even to the slightest, it actually makes that dot on that display off center. Because you have no counter aim point, where in most weapons you have a front scope and a back scope that you line up. Well, this one, you take one away, you have to ensure by your own vision, that's why I call them quick scopes, that that dot is in the middle of that sight picture. This weapon, if you watch, it actually starts following, when you're firing, it follows the target. Call me a liar, call me a fake, a fool. In season 3, I wish I was streaming and caught it at the time. It does or did do that. I don't know if it still does. Yeah, it's fake. Fake news. Fake news. Maybe tomorrow we'll see. We'll check it out and see if it still does it, because it's weird. And I know they have to simulate some things in a game because you're not really holding this weapon. But if I'm firing and I'm firing, that dot or that whatever reticle that you have in there is going to always be off center sight picture until that weapon comes back into your perfect line of sight. What this does, it actually it doesn't move the weapon, it moves the reticle, but that reticle tends to follow the target. You freaking people. Anywho, I just want to say, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you. I know I haven't streamed in a while. I haven't really felt good. I've had had some health issues I've been dealing with. Been kind of cranky with that. Hopefully, you guys got some, you got some pointers that you can take with this. Like I said, I don't proclaim to be a pro. What I can say is what's helped me, and it really has. I went from probably getting 1 to 2 kills with a sniper rifle to, in a real match, probably 5 or 6. And obviously that comes with time, it comes with practice, but it's also some things that I learned right away to keep myself alive longer, always, and to help me find targets faster. Always look for places where you would go to snipe from, because more than likely somebody else is going to be over there. Always try to adjust where you're at when you peek. The one thing that has helped me the most, and it's not the drag, that's something I got good at, is getting a mental sight picture when you do your peek up. When you go back down, already start to I would say pre-aim, but adjust your sights or your barrel. So when you stand up, and sometimes you'll see me do this, I'll pre-adjust. I might do another quick peek just to see where I'm at. And then I'll just peek up, fire, and set back down without even moving my weapon, because I've already got it aligned. And I'm already adjusting in my head how that stand up is going to move my scope an inch or 2 inches or whatever the case may be, the distance from you doing that, right? If you can start to imagine or picture what is not in front of you, but what you just saw, it's going to help you a lot. And I know that's a lot to ask. You're like, well, how the fuck? Because you have cues, you have visual cues all around where you're firing. Like you noticed when I started to point out some things, I noted that I said that this building top is level, and I know that it cuts across most of my sight picture. Then you know that further back there's a building that's a little shorter. That should be about an inch or two lower from what you saw. So just do another quick peek to refresh that. It's helped me tremendously when it comes to finding targets, acquiring targets, and actually getting one shots on them. Now, is it the best thing? No, obviously, there's people out there that are so damn good at sniping that you poke your butt out the corner of where you're hiding from, and they shoot you in the face. You know, there are people that really do because and I hate to say this, that have that mental sight picture. Well, if that guy's butt's here, then his head's going to be over there, and if I can shoot through this, I'm going to shoot through this. It does happen. I try not to shoot through items, and one of the reasons why, or like walls or wood or like those plastic coverings over fences, stuff like that, I try not to, and I know this is a flaw, because for me, I always get panicky about these people are going to assume you're cheating, or you're going to get reported because you're shooting at them, you wall bang them. Guys, if you know a person is there and you know that you can shoot through this, by all means shoot through it. However, be prepared to reap the repercussions if you get too many reports or whatever the case may be. So I don't like to do that. Anyhow, Toxic, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Hopefully you got a little bit of some schooling. Even if it's just one thing that you take away from kind of the little tutorial that I gave, hopefully it's something. So Toxic, let's ask you, what is your preferred method? Do you do any of the things that I just showed or did when you snipe? Man, it's hot in here. Woo! Headshots. So you do aim for the head all the time. I try not to. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's in one shot, one kill. I get it completely. I completely understand that. Me, I always get the panic. You can't help. Hey, I get that. It's just I guess it's part of being in the military. Really being in the military, aim center mass. You have a larger target to hit than what you do ahead. But I get it. If you're that good at it, holy shit, I would love to be able to do that. Now, you notice there were some roof shots that I did. I got headshots on because that's kind of all they were peaking. Those were also, you even heard me say, holy shit, that was a lucky shot. But yeah, and guys, I'm still telling you that whatever the multipliers and crap like this for the modifiers for these weapons, they help. You can't say that they don't. They really, really help. I will load the Kodiak rap and the country song as soon as I start streaming on a regular basis, which I'll probably do it tomorrow when I get home from work. Sorry, didn't have it loaded. I just kind of want to get everything out there. I still haven't got everything 100%, so yeah, that's what you get. All right, guys, I'm going to head off here for tonight. I appreciate it. It really, really, really was good to just get back in to just stream just a little bit. My tutorial is garbage. I get that. I don't disagree with that at all. I really didn't expect to. I didn't really focus on thinking about, well, I have to talk through this while I'm trying to do it. And I'm not good enough to do that just yet. So, what should we do? Are you doing? Yeah, I'm done for the night. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done for the night. I'm not. I got to get up in the morning. Work some. Got to make an actual living. Can't play games my entire life. Yeah, lame. I know. Fucking adulting, right? Adulting. Anyway, let me see. What is it? Oh, so I plan on doing another giveaway. I know I keep saying this, or I have said this until kind of like had the issues and whatnot, but I do. We're going to do something. I'll get with you to make the Twitter presentation and message so we can work on that. Maybe let's try to, I don't know. I'll message you tomorrow. We can talk about it. Yeah, the announcement. Yay, announcements. We're pregnant. Oh, no. We're pregnant with giveaways. Expect a giveaway in 9 months. I'll message you tomorrow. All right, guys. I know there's probably not much of you still watching. I do appreciate everybody that hung around. Thanks for the follows. I'm pretty happy that at least I caught somebody's attention out there in the wide world of Webverse. Overburdened with goodies. We are. We are definitely going to give some goodies away. On that note, guys, I forgot to do this because every popular streamer does it. But I'm going to do mine at the end. Hey, guys, we got a banger for you today. Here we go. So then you got to picture that being at the beginning of the stream. The beginning of the stream. So we got a banger for you today. Here we go. I'll see you guys later.